Hey guys, it's me Delta1 here with Airsoft Talk, and today I'm going to be showing you the internals to the Smart Team PPSH, also known as the Aries, but to be honest, I think Smart Team has actually got better quality, which is pretty bad considering that that's a clone of the Aries. That's just my opinion. You can yell and bitch at me all you want, but I think other words. Anywho, just showing you the externals of the gearbox so far. It's quite different from like a V6. It's a little different. It's kind of like a hybrid soft V6 slash teeny bit of V7-ish action going on. But I do like the fact that they use 8mm bushing size. And they've got a little ball bearing action going on with the bevel and bushings with the spur and sector, which is kind of nice. So I'm also going to be disabling the craptastic electric blowback. So I'm just going to show you the internals of this, and then I'm going to make other videos about how to disable all that other good stuff. So let's get on to opening this gearbox, and I'll show you what it looks like inside, because this is the first time I've disassembled it, so I'm just going to skip to with it open. So, see what it looks like. So, now that we have it open, I can tell you this, unsoldering that motor mount was a pain in the butt. I think my solder's finally just given out. But let's get on with the internals. We have what appears to be a M100, M110 spring. Couldn't even get a chance to chrono it before it stopped working, and I don't know why it stopped working. There was nothing in the gearbox that showed it preventing it, would just not pull back. So, here is what attaches to the piston that makes it blow back. I'm just removing this and not putting it back in because this is bad. Then we have the motor, short type motor, D type, pinion, all that good stuff. The anti-reversal latch does not like to stay in place, plus I removed this. But how this works is that's a saw trigger switch right there. And this little rod thing, basically, it clips that and you hear it. It'll get in place, just knock the anti-reversal latch. Hits that, which creates the contact to flow, so let's take that out. I took the spring out. Let's get this out of the way. Whoops, that was not supposed to be there. This was supposed to be there. It has 8mm bushings and bearings, which is nice. The gears seem to be in, they look fine. I would use them, fine. But let's get to what I really wanted to talk about. Right here. Here is the piston. My camera focus. The piston is a piece of junk. I put less than 200 rounds and already have significant wear on my back two teeth right here. So this piston is junk. Plus when I pulled it out, look at that. Nothing. Like, didn't do anything to it, and the piston head's already moving about how it wants to. So therefore, I'm kind of disappointed with Smart Team's quality as of now. The piston head has only 2 ports in it. That's pretty disappointing. O-ring looks fine. Compression was eh. Well, another thing I wanted to bring up as an issue to me. Okay, one last little quick thing I wanted to mention. I don't know how well my camera's going to pick this up, but there is a humongous gap in between the metal tooth right here, and it moves back and forth, and the piston head you have to drill open. It's like an ICS piston, which are crap, and they actually feel very similar, same material. But I can't really show how well they're worn. You can kind of tell right there, but yeah, dude, this piston would not last you even without the blowback. It would just be crap. But yeah, one last thing I forgot to mention, and the grease is pretty decent as well. It wasn't over-greased. So they got the grease down right, but they got pretty much everything else wrong. Personally, here's the tappet plate assembly. You have this on here. I think this is just a standard V2 or V3 tappet plate and a V2 or V3 air nozzle, so that's fine. Tappet plate is pretty flexy. It's a little stiff. That could be a problem. Standard Type 0 cylinder looks fine, but you only have 247 millimeters, so you're getting too much volume of air. I think, don't quote me on it, but that could be an issue as well. in terms of accuracy-wise, it can affect it. Here is the buffer on the back of the cylinder head. It's hard plastic. It does not give any relief on the actual gearbox shell, but I think the gearbox shell is perfectly fine, but this has got to go for sure. In my opinion, it just has to go. It's just not acceptable. But that's pretty bad, and you can see it's even flaky-ish. It's kind of craptastic. And there's no way the piston head could have caused that because there's only 2 ports on it. So, disappointment. The motor, let's get on to that. Oh, moved my camera there. Move the sector gear, which is, not spurt, bevel. Looks fine, standard ratio. Shimmed was decent. Inner reversal latch looks to be like just a standard inner reversal latch, nothing proprietary there. The sector gear looks kind of interesting. Looks just a tad different than your standard ones. This was shimmed with decent shims. Let's check this out here. The spur gear. See if there's anything different here. Nope, everything's standard. Just like some standard ratio. But it actually had a lot of shims, so I'm kind of impressed with that. So, let's check out this motor. It will come out. Okay, maybe it won't. But let's just do a quick torque test. It's got quite a bit of torque. Very difficult to move with just my fingers. But I really want to get this out. Okay, it doesn't want to come out. Motor seems decent at best. I mean, I wouldn't like brag about it or be like it's the best thing ever, but it is quite decent. It wouldn't be the first to upgrade on my priority list. The first thing that would have to go would be the piston head, and cylinder head, and cylinder, in my opinion. But that pretty much concludes this. It's just a basic little overview, internal report thing that I wanted to show y'all. So I'm going to rewire it, do a lot of work on this gearbox, and show you the videos later. And thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe if you want to see more.